Welcome to a new episode of B2X Live, the podcast for customer care professionals. Today we're going to talk about 5 strategies to boost brand loyalty through customer service. Why don't we get started? Loyal customers are the prerequisite for sustainable growth and stable profits. Numerous studies have proven the cost of customer churn. In addition to fluctuating revenues, the costs involved in acquiring new customers are thwarting the company's balance sheet. It is up to 5 times more expensive to win a new customer than to keep an existing one. It was started by the UN General Assembly with the goal of getting educational institutions and the general public to see tolerance as a staple of society. And it came after the United Nations declared a year for tolerance in 1995. When the Universe Speaks podcast is about to begin. Align your chakras. Loosen your bowels. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Mojo and the Big Gringo are only spirit guides and cannot be held accountable for any unintended consequences brought on by listening to this earth-shattering podcast. But when the universe speaks, just listen. Come on in. This is Church House Live with your hosts Last Day Revival and Shanika D. So sit back, relax, and experience the truth. The 90s were amazing. From consumer use of the World Wide Web to bubble tape to Y2K, there's a lot to cover. So Blister from Studio Herbal presents Dude, We Gotta Talk About the 90s with Eric and Darren. Thanks for listening. Catch you later on Dude, We Gotta Talk About the 90s. Subscribe and share. In our next segment, we visit individual stadiums, explore tales of the classic teams, legendary stars, and the devotion of the American baseball fan. First stop, Yankee Stadium, home of the team America loves to hate and breeding ground for a host of superstars and legends. Back at the Hall of Fame in the World Series room, we explore the lives of ordinary men with extraordinary skills and look at how and why Americans have elevated such men to mythic places in our folklore. Coca-Cola. There may be no other product that reaches more of mankind. It all starts with a secret formula. Coke sends that formula to hundreds of bottling factories around the world. Factories need containers by the millions. The volume is staggering. The speeds are blinding. To put Coca-Cola in easy reach of nearly every human being on Earth, you need ultimate factories. In this world, there is real evil. In the darkest shadows, and in ordinary places. Between the world we see and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality. Stephanie thinks that our film crew will be here to film her for a documentary, but she has no idea that she will actually be the star on this week's episode of Quarantined. This is not my house. Welcome to the Strategy Financial Empowerment Show. With you, evangelist, teacher, and author Lakeisha Allen. Stay tuned for today's teaching. Thank you for listening to today's strategy. Order Lakeisha Allen's book, Strategy, on Amazon.com. Until next week, be blessed.